What's the chow chin chows? JoesphGames here. Welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon Black Let's Play. In the last episode, and it's been a while, I'll tell you that for sure. We got to, we went to Nimbasa Town, we went through the Desert Resort to the Relic Castle, and we learned about the White Stone. Yeah, I believe we learned about the White Stone and Reshiram and Zekrom and all that other stuff. And today we're going to be going to Opelucid City. So it's been a while, hasn't it, since we played Pokemon Black? Because I've been focusing on the Y Elimination Lock for a while, and that series has gone really well. So that series has now come to its end. So I can now finish on focusing on Black for the next couple of weeks to bring Black to its end, and then we'll start some brand new series. Hooray! Anyway, so first off we have Iron Giant, level 40, with a calm nature. Of course he has the moves Iron Defense, Mega Punch, Bulldoze, and Dynamic Punch. And Iron Fist with the ability to boost those punching type moves. And of course we have New Socks, level 41, with Bulldoze, Double Kick, Brick Break, and Strength. Very powerful fighting type with sturdy, so it can't be hit, it can't be killed with one shot. And of course then we have Power Zone level 41 with Victory Star for the ability boosts the accuracy of all its allies and itself. And cool, oh, so that's what Victory Star does. Cool. Anyway, so it has moves Confusion, Flame Burst, Headbutt, and Endure. We have Samuel, level 40, with Slash, Grass Knot, Scald, and Surf. We have Yorkshire, level 40, with Leer, Tackle, Work Up, and Crunch. And we have Charlotte, level 40, with Electro Ball, X-Scissor, Gastro Acid, and Slash. So, not the best moves on Charlotte, but I hopefully hope I'll be able to get some better moves for her, because the fact is, I really want to do something with Charlotte. And there's a lot of other Pokemon I want to do stuff with too, so hopefully this series should go rather well. And today we're going to be going through Route 8, which I've actually already cleared out in grinding for the Cirrus City Gym. So in this episode we're actually going through Route 9, that's where the next trainer battles are going to be. So let me run away from this grass type here. Well, water ground type, which is a Palpitoad, which I kind of find scary, so I really don't want to deal with Palpitoads. And Shell Nets. Really don't want to deal with Shell Nets either. So let me get through these and hopefully we'll be able to get on with the game. So I don't really know what to do for question of the day for this series. Tell you the truth, I might actually ask this as question of the day, since, you know, last week and the week before were just like demos of what I could do with series if I went full throttle. So do you like the idea of me going full throttle? Would you like to see like 4 episodes a week of a main series? Because I wouldn't mind doing it. I gotta put some repels up. Yeah, I'm gonna put some repels up. So yeah, I wouldn't mind doing it for the next main series on the channel if we could do it to you know, put like 4 episodes a week. That'd be really cool to do. And of course this means we can't escape. And that is a dead Iron Giant. Yeah, that's a dead Iron Giant. Wow, he's not a dead Iron Giant. I actually might be able to save you. Alright, saving you. Damn, this Palpitoad's annoying. I can get away from you, I know I can. But, like, how heavy are you? Alright, you're very heavy, die. There we go. Iron Giant safe. Okay, so yeah, if I went full throttle on the channel and I was able to give you 4 episodes a week of Pokemon, you know, whatever my next LP is, which will be Pokemon Christmas, by the way. So if you want to see that, let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know if this is actually a good idea or not, because the whole point of me going full throttle on the channel is to give you guys more content which you can enjoy. So if you like the idea of it, then make sure to let me know. That's right, I find rocks and then give them to people. It's a simple life. You rock. Here, I'll give you a heat rock I found this afternoon. So at different times of the day, this girl right here will give you a rock. Rock, yeah. If you come back tomorrow and roll in at a different time, if possible, I'll be here. I promise. Okay, so this girl will give you a different kind of rock every single day. I don't know, and at different times during the day. So I don't know exactly what times you need to get the right kind of rocks for your teams, but you know, that's pretty cool. Heat Rock, I think lengthens the time that Sunny Day is in play. I think a Smooth Rock lengthens the time that Sandstorm is in play. I think there's a Damp Rock which lengthens the time Rain is in play, and I think there's one for Hail as well, but I think it's called an Icy Rock or something like that. Anyway, here's Bianca. As I was travelling lately, I noticed a lot of I've been thinking about a lot of things. Things like what I want to do with my life, and what I want to do, what I can do and what I want to do, but I was thinking how it would be cool to be a model. I'm not actually sure you could actually be a model, Bianca. I'm really not sure about that. Like Elisa. And then I thought it would be cool to do research like Professor Juniper does. If that's what I want to do, I'm going to learn a lot about Pokemon. So would you please have a battle with me? Alright, I'll have a battle with you. But I really don't think you'd be a good researcher, and I almost definitely think you wouldn't be a very good model. No offense, Bianca. No offense. I'm just literally going to call this episode No Offense. But, yeah, I don't really think she'd be a very good model. Okay, so here is her Scoutland. I want to go into New Socks. Iron Giant would be really cool, and I don't really know what I'm going to be doing with him until he evolves. I really want to let him evolve. If he can evolve soon, that would be really cool, because he evolves at level 43, so hopefully he'll evolve soon, because he'll hit that level soon, so hopefully, if he keeps on switch training, he'll be fine. Scoutland down, alright. Then Shauna. Maybe Iron Giant can take this out. But he's not actually an Iron Giant just yet. When he evolves, he'll be an Iron Giant. So, hopefully he'll be able to take... Maybe you can take this out. Full one. Okay, yeah, you don't have anything that can take out this. But let's go for the Mega Punch. See, I want to teach him things like Shadow Ball, but I don't actually know... Well, Shadow Punch, actually. I'd like to teach him Shadow Punch. Or Shadow Ball, but I don't actually know. Because I can't really remember if this person's supposed to... If Golurk is supposed to be more of a physical attack or a special attack. I don't really remember too much about Golurk, and it's been a while since I played Pokemon Black, so I don't actually know for sure what Golurk is supposed to be. He's not special, let me tell you that. Because now he's confused, and that was a very powerful Psybeam, so let's switch out to someone who can handle this. Let's go into Charlotte. Okay, so Unnerve coming in, and of course you're going to Psybeam me, please no confusion. Oh my god, that still does a lot of damage, even with someone who resists it like Charlotte here. There we go. Down goes the Musharna. Okay, Musharnas are very scary. And Lucky Champ wore off, so that's fine. I'm going to go into Samuel to deal with this Emboar. But Samuel likes dealing with Emboars. Okay, so let's go with the Surf. And with this series, I can take a lot more risks. With Pokemon Black and White, with X and Y, I could only heal 6 times. You lived that? Wow, you can literally not even see the HP he has left. And he lived that. So I don't understand that. Somehow he lived. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to be able to take a hell of a lot more risks with this challenge because it's a Let's Play. I can let my Pokemon die here without too much hassle. So if I take more risks here, it'll be cool because, you know, you guys like me taking risks. And I forgot I take a lot of risks in the end of that episode of Pokemon X and Y, the very last episode. No spoilers because, you know, people might not have seen it yet. But, yeah, I took a lot of risks. This episode will be coming out on Sunday. Yep, Joe, you're amazing. Thanks, Bianca. I'm really, 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 really impressed, and that makes me want to give you this. A forest door, thank you. In Castelia City, my precious Pokémon was stolen from me by Team Plasma. So I really understand if Team Plasma forces everyone to liberate their Pokémon, then that would make a lot of sad people. Joe, please stop Team Plasma. Don't allow Pokémon to be stolen from their trainers who love them. I think that's the truth, or an ideal that you've been pursuing, right, Joe? Guess. Oh dear. Here I come with all this way forward, and I'm afraid I'm bothering. If I'm bothering you, when you're going through so much. All I want you to do is help you relax. Knowing you'll be fine. Yeah, definitely, you'll be fine. I guarantee it. Anyway, so you know what I mean. Yeah. So bye. Stop stuttering with the words and come out with it already, Bianca. You kind of fancy me. And if you want to help me relax, there are many other ways. No. This is a PG channel. I'm not going to say that. Well, actually, no, it ain't. But, like, still. Joe, it's a kid's game. But, you know what I mean, guys. If you don't know what I mean, then maybe you're just a bit too young. There's many other ways you can help me relax. Than battling me, if you know what I mean. But I'm going to stop there on that now. Welcome to the Turbine Bridge, another one of those great areas of the game where it is in 3D. So it looks really cool. And there's another great thing about this is, you see these trains here? These are the exact same trains from the Battle Subway. So that's really cool. I believe they're the exact same trains from the Battle Subway. Hey, you! It's just my opinion, but it's best if you avoid this area on weekend evenings. The bats who live around here often get head up to something stupid. Okay. I guess don't come here on the weekends. Because I've never had trouble here on the weekends, but okay, don't come around here on the weekends. Let's talk to this person who's running. Hey, come back here. You're running too fast. Come back here. Come back here. You're running too fast still. There we go. I was running around trying to outrun the trains. That's a silly idea unless you're the Flash. I got overheated. Phew. Anyways, take this. TM43 Flame Charge. Okay, so I'm guessing that's just a way for them to give you Flame Charge. It's not anything actual point important. Here's Getsis. Come. Getsis, we brought you the one you wanted. I saw him right there. I saw him from the start of the bridge. I could have walked to him myself if you didn't have to grab me and take me to him. Excellent. It seems you have obtained the Lightstone. Congratulations on a job well done. It is my Lord Zen's thought that the two holders of the legendary Pokémon should put their beliefs on the line and strive to find out which one of them is the true hero. However, this is not necessary. From his infancy, I provide him with the From his infancy, I provided him with the education required to become a hero of legend. Indeed, he has been so acknowledged by the legendary Pokémon. Such purity of purpose is his. The liberation of Pokémon of which Team Plasma speaks of is the separation of Pokémon from foolish people. But you're calling everyone foolish for yourself, so really you're just saying that, you're the only one who's allowed to have Pokémon. Massive spoilers for the end of Pokémon Black and White. That is all true, but all trainers who will become helpless to resist us. We alone will be able to use Pokémon. Yep. our preparations are complete. When the perfect plan is set in motion, first, a few gullible trainers who are unable to resist Team Plasma will release their Pokémon. Then a number will become hundreds, then thousands. In no time, even gym leaders and the champion will be unable to fight us. Having a Pokémon will be considered a bad thing. Even if a little sad Bianca, who got her Pokémon stolen in Cresselia City, will be unable to face public opinion and release their Pokémon. That's kind of the world. That's the kind of world we'll make. You may have the stone, but there's no chance whatsoever the legendary Pokémon will accept you as the hero. So if you're not willing to hand over your precious Pokémon, I suggest you search for some courage, because you're going to need some. Okay, I'll search for some courage. Is there a pub around here? No? There's no pub around here? Okay, fine, whatever. I was going to go for some Dutch courage. That's kind of courage, right? Yeah, okay, I'm getting back into the system for recording black. And the pitcher throws the first pitch. TM56 Fling. What I just threw to you was TM56 Fling. You can throw an item at opponents and it does more damage than, depending on the item chosen. So if you throw a berry, it won't do much damage. But if you throw the Iron Ball, one of the most heaviest Pokemon items, then that'll do a lot of damage to your opponents. So throw an Iron Ball if you're gonna do Fling. Really, I'm gonna be in one of those situations where I'm gonna face like 3 trainers in one fight. Okay, so here's Biker Phil. So we're gonna start off with Biker Phil here. Biker Phil is a Crocorock. That's pretty cool. I don't think I can do anything to a Crocorock with Iron Giant, so I'm going to switch out. Into New Socks, who can deal with Biker Phil's Crocorock. Okay, Dig. That's fine. I mean, I guess you can dig. Can I Bulldoze? Oh, I thought Bulldoze would hit underground like Earthquake hits underground. That'd be really cool if Bulldoze hits underground. I'm just going to have to double kick you then. Yeah, more moves should hit underground. Like, when you use Earthquake and someone's digging, it does more damage to the person digging. So, I think that should happen more often, really. I'm going to double kick this Pokemon too. Down goes the Scraggy, probably. Yeah, definitely. Down goes the Scraggy. Okay, so we're going to try and get to Opelucid City today. That is the plan for today. Get to Opelucid City. Oh. Fine. Okay, I was just going to pass by you, but okay, I will face you. I do actually want to face you, because it's really cool to face these double trainers. This is Gen 5's Hooligans trainers, which is really cool, because they're like a gas man and a mechanic, really. A biker and a mechanic, really, for his bike. That's really what they are. So that's really cool. I'm going to go for the Bulldoze. No, I'm not going to go for the Bulldoze. I'm going to go for the Dynamic Punch. And I'll go for the Double Kick. So, there we go. Double Kick should take down the Scraggy here. Down goes one Scraggy. And can Iron Giant do this? Can Iron Giant do this? He's leveled up to level 41. Payback. That does a lot of damage to Giants, but Dynamic Punch comes through. And down goes the Scraggy. Alright, nice work, Iron Giant. Okay, so this here is the Route 9 Shopping Mall. Welcome to the Route 9 Shopping Mall, the big department store in Unova. Now, of course, you can buy many different items here. So this is the item shop. This is the general store where you can buy like potions and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. So I don't need any of those, but that's pretty cool. That's standard in any Pokemon. That's here. This right here is the ball shop where you can find every kind of ball, and of course there's every kind of mail here as well. If you're one of those people who likes to send mail, there you go. Up here we have a sort of cafe area where you can buy the steroids for your Pokemon, the calciums, the proteins and stuff like that. And of course also here we have all the X items. Over here we have the vending machines, which are really cool. Standard all out throughout the Unova region. And over here we have technical machines. We have Hyper Beam and Giga Impact, so that's really cool. And then down here in the storage room, we have a lot of cardboard boxes. And if you bring your Rotom here, you can have your Rotom change form here. With the help of this old man. This mountain of cardboard boxes. They were all full of electronics, but we can't sell anymore. So they're just going to waste. I wonder if someone will put them to good use. So yeah, basically you can use these electronics here to level up to change your Rotom forms, which is really cool because that's what I did when I did my Rotom run of Pokemon Black. I actually did a Rotom run where I did actually have all 5 forms of Rotom, and I changed their forms right here. So that's really cool. So that means that one time I did have 5 Rotoms throughout the entire game, so that's really cool. Anyway, so we are now in Opelucid City. Welcome to Opelucid City. Now, of course, depending on what game you're playing, you will depend on what kind of atmosphere Opelucid City has. Now, we are in Pokemon White here. We are in Pokemon Black, sorry. So, in Pokemon Black, Opelucid City looks like this. So, it's more technical, it's more futuristic. And in Pokemon White, it's more like laid back, more historic. It's more of a vintage town. And so it's all kind of old-timey. So that's pretty cool. And that depends on what game you are playing. And it's the exact same with Black 2 and White 2 as well, when you get to Opelucid City. It changes depending on what game you have. And Black is more futuristic, whilst White is more relaxed, sort of vintagey. That's the way it's supposed to be anyway. And it also depends on what gym leader you face here in Pokemon Black and White. So that doesn't change in Black and White too, but in Black and White you will face Drayden if you play the Black version, and Iris if you play the White version. So that's pretty cool. Hello Joe, this way! Gets this, what a liar. Desperately he is trying to con everyone through his speech. That is correct. Our Lord N has combined his power with the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon, and intends to create a new world. Throughout, he will be held as the Legend of Unova, the founder of this region. Who fought for this region? Pokemon are different from people. Very true. Pokemon are different from people. They are living beings who contain unknown potential. They are living beings who us humans have much to learn from, apparently. This brings us our greatest. They are beings of whose greatness we should acknowledge. Beings which should be set free from our possession. We Team Plasma invite you to join us. We intend to create a new world where people and Pokemon are both free. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you now to please release your Pokemon. So I do this by ending my plea here today. Thank you for your attention. Okay, so another campaign speech from the Gets This campaign here, and basically he's saying for us to release our Pokemon. Is that true? Are we making Pokemon suffer? Maybe we should release our Pokemon like Team Plasma says. No way! Without Pokemon, I'll be lonely and sad! True, very true. I would be very lonely and sad too without Pokemon. What about that speech? That speech was off the charts strange. The cooperation of people and Pokemon is how Unova came to exist to begin with. If a Pokemon really doesn't want anything to do with humans, then it would simply leave. Capturing a Pokemon in its Pokeball does not mean you've captured that Pokemon's heart. Joe, let's go! It's been a while. Iris, Drayden? Oh, Mr. Older, and that guy we helped out that time. Hey, what's wrong? What does a wandering champion who's left the Pokemon League need from us? Briefly, my request is this. Tell us about the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon. Are you talking about Zekrom or Reshiram? What's the sudden interest? Moments ago, a troublemaker known by the name of Getsus was here. He was saying that a trainer named N has reawoken the Pokemon known as Zekrom. Yes. That Pokemon trainer, N, has apparently told Joe to go and search for the other legendary Dragon-type Pokemon. Let me check that I have it straight. This N, or what you have sets to premise the two legendary Dragon-type Pokemon against one another in battle to test his convictions. Oh no! If the two legendary Dragon-type Pokemon get along so well. That's right, Iris. The ones who make Pokemon battle is their trainers. And it's so that trainers and their Pokemon can get to know each other better. Joe, I'm going to the Pokemon League. I guess I have no choice to return to the Pokemon League. And I'll defeat N. I'll teach him about the beauty of this world where Pokemon and trainers live together in harmony. Also, Joe, I await your arrival. Once you've obtained the Opelucid Gym badge, come to the League. The Opelucid Gym is tough though, take care. Farewell. I'm counting on you, Drayden and Iris. Aw, he's gone. He is okay. He looked kind of scary. Don't worry, Iris. He is the strongest trainer in all of Unova. Well, is it Joe? Come to my home, please. As Alder asked, I will tell you everything I can tell you about the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon. Iris, child, please show him the way. You bet! If it's Opelucid City, I can take you anywhere. As for the story of Zekrom and Reshiram, well, I'll tell you all about it when we get there. Well, this way. That way. So this is Drayden's house right here up this road. But we're going to go to the Pokemon Center and end today's episode. So let's go to the Pokemon Center right here. Heal up and end today's episode. And then we'll talk about the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon in the next episode. And we'll go and take on the gym right here in Opelucid City as well. So if you did enjoy today's episode of Pokemon Black Let's Play, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. Of course, don't forget to answer today's question of the day, which of course is, are you enjoying this 4 episodes a week process that I have been going through with Pokemon Black and of course Pokemon X and Y, the All-Star Elimination Lock? So, if you are enjoying this process, let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, I might try and keep it up for Pokemon Christmas as well, when that series starts in a few weeks' time. So, if you are enjoying it, let me know. And if you want to see more of it, again, let me know. Because I feel like going full throttle is a good idea, but I don't know. I need your help and opinions. Otherwise, I probably will just go back to my barely any videos a week kind of thing. Well, like 2 videos a week from the main series, and then like start a 4th series as well, because there are other series I want to start, but I don't know really what's going to happen, so we'll honestly see. But until next time, I'm JoesphGames, and I am out. See you again.